Next on the list is to install the upgraded injectors. The Powerdyne kit came with 30-pound injectors for the 6-pound kit, but with better injectors on the market, I went with 60-pound Deca injectors by recommendation from the tuner. Injectors can be adjusted in the tune, and it's better to have more fuel than less in a boosted application. Make sure you purchase injectors from a reputable source. There are a lot of fakes and poorly made ones hitting the market through eBay and other locations, so be careful. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Next, we installed the two 3.5-inch intake elbows, followed up with the T-pipe. There are other options for the intake elbows other than the cast ones in the video, such as silicone elbows, or a 90-degree elbow exiting the supercharger to an elbow. All connect with silicone couplers and hose clamps. After the T-pipe, we install the mass airflow sensor, and then follow it up with the air filter. Next, we do the elbows on the side towards the throttle body. Exiting the supercharger are two 3-inch elbows to a larger 90-degree elbow which connects to the 4-inch intake coupler that goes the throttle body. In the 4-inch coupler there should be a hole for the intake air temperature sensor, and another larger hole for the boost bypass valve that is connected by a 1-inch hose connected to the T-pipe. To help with adjustment, don't tighten down the hose clamps until everything is in position. For the Opti harness line, we install the line between the coupler on the intake side before entering the supercharger. Location is personal preference, but I found that wherever the line isn't stretched out works. You can also see the boost bypass valve hose installed. We held it down with a zip tie to the mounting bracket. Also, we mount the boost valve on the passenger side of the intake tube due to the fact that the boost bypass valve uses manifold pressure, which gets it from a hose run to a T-run to the fuel pressure regulator. The GoPro battery died, so I didn't get any video on the supercharger belt install and tightening down the tensioner. After that, I plugged the tune PCM back into the harness and did a final check of all bolts and other parts that were changed or disconnected. Since we disconnected the fuel rail, I primed the system up before firing up the car. After you get the car started and running, check for any leaks at fuel rail and coolant hoses or water pump. Once everything looks good, have fun with your Powerdyne Supercharger.